What's up, guys? It's Nerd Screen here, and this is another action figure video. This is actually this is gonna be kind of like a review showcase video. I know I did the Luke Skywalker figure video, but this is kind of my first actual review, and I just want to show you guys these awesome figures. I mean, these are huge. This is huge. This is pretty huge. This is humongous. I love these figures. I love Predator. Didn't love this movie that much, but there was some elements of it that I did like, and one of the main things being is the design of the Predators on that movie were just amazing. So I'm gonna open these figures for you guys, talk about them, show you guys some cool shots that I got with them, and yeah, so let's get started. Okay, before we actually open the figures, let me just show you guys how cool the packaging is for these. Let's put that one to the side. This one is just really cool looking box that they use. I think this is this is NECA's Predator line, and they have some really cool. Hopefully you guys can see that this is kind of my first video like this, so I want to get everything right. But they have some cool shots of the figure, and like I said, the design for this figure is just pretty awesome. So this isn't. I don't think this was a movie poster. This one. That is a movie poster. That looks awesome. It's the huge Predator holding the Fugitive Predator, which is actually that figure in his hand, and it just looks so awesome. The way it contrasts against the orange, but the lights are that orange, deep orange red color. Then you got like the green blood kind of spilling from the neck going down the spine. It's just, this looks awesome. I love the packaging for both of them, but this one especially. I think that movie poster just looked sick. And they kind of, you know, same thing going on right here on the back with the shots of the big old figure. And I like how they put it next to this figure, just to show how massive it is compared to it, and just how awesome it looks next to this figure. I can't really. It's cool to have one of these, but to have both of them and be able to take pictures of both of them and pose them together, oh, just amazing. So let's look more at this one. Both of these open up. I like this feature that NECA does with most of their figures. And then you got like that really cool figure shot right there, really close up. But this is the figure right here. This is how it looks. Not too many accessories, but you know, it's enough. It has both head sculpts, masked and unmasked, and then we'll take a closer look at the accessories in a little bit. And for this one, same thing. Huge. I love how it just this picture looks of the figures on the inside. It just looks so cool to me. And there it is. It's just huge, like way bigger than my hand. And just a few accessories for this one too that we will get to look at, but just let that sink in how awesome these boxes look. I like it. Oh, and just by the way, I'm pretty sure that both of these figures are available right now. I got both of them on bigbadtoystore.com. That's pretty much where I get most of my figures from. But this one just came in. This one just released maybe about a month ago. It came in for me about a few days ago. This one I've had for a while, but I really wanted to get it next to this figure. So, okay, and here is the Fugitive Predator standing all on his own. You can see that he is a little bit bigger than my hand. I think all the Predator figures stand standard between 7 and 8 inches. For accessories, he comes with 4 of these blades. 2 of them sit on each gauntlet on each side. He also comes with these 2 extra forearm hands, because I think there's a point in the movie where he loses his gear and he kind of has to like fight back for it. So he loses his gauntlet, and I think he loses his shoulder gun too. Obviously his mask, I think. I don't really remember. And then the unmasked head, which always looks pretty amazing. I love on the NECA figures how the dreads are kind of just like on their own, really detailed. The paint just looks amazing. Everything looks good on these figures. The Predator figures never fail to impress me. What you get for about $30, something like that. It seems like it was like $100 figure. Now that being said, it's not perfect. I know I've seen a lot of other reviews talk about the articulation being somewhat limited on certain NECA Predator figures. This one seems pretty fine, I think. They're pretty big dudes in the movies, so I know they do a lot of dynamic posing, but I think this one gets the job done. There's a lot of moving parts to it, like these thigh pieces. I think you can, they're not removable, but they're separate to the mold. They're on their own. I know some of the paint rubs off a lot on these figures though as you move them around. Like this elbow joint right here, you can see that paint just rubbed off and the first time I try to bring up that elbow. So, you know, and then these come off very easy. I don't know if that'll be a problem later on when posing. I don't think so, but it is something to think about. But other than that, I love this figure. I love the mask. I love how it looks. I think the gun is cool. Has a nice little articulation point to it. The armor looks awesome. The paint looks awesome. And I love the design for this Predator on this movie. I think it looks cool. I think it's a cool futuristic look on the Predator. You see you got this flap back here. There's a lot of flaps to it. This back armor looks sick. Like, it's just full of detail. I think just the joints is where it kind of fails on the paint a little bit, but other than that, it's awesome. It looks so good. I love the black and gold and like gray, gunmetal gray. Some discs right here on the side that don't come off. But yeah, this figure looks pretty good. I like this figure a lot. I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures of this one, and you guys will see that later on. But that's that. And here it is. This is the unarmored Assassin Predator. Wow, this thing is huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's so scary looking and intimidating, and there's so much cool stuff about this figure. But just to show you how it scales up, it's crazy. It's such a monster compared to this other Predator. Like, if I was this other Predator, I would be scared of that Predator too. Shaking. Anyways, so yeah, that Predator is huge. Right out of the box, the only thing that scared me about it was how tight the joints are on it. I'm pretty sure, you know, that's just because it has a lot of weight to support, but it just kind of felt like things were gonna snap. Luckily it didn't. I know people had problems with that. Oh, and by the way, I am aware that this is a repaint, so maybe this is not that interesting to a lot of people. For me it was, because I didn't pick up the last figure, but the difference is just the color. The other one was armored, and this is the unarmored version. So I know people had problems with the really tight joints on the last figure, but I think they fixed it because nothing snapped on me. Everything's fine. He's standing on his own, which is pretty impressive. There's so much detail in this figure. It's insane. The mold is so impressive. It's so spiky and prickly. Like these fists here were very hard to put on because the spikes on the end of them, as I was trying to push it in, just kept, whoop, and there he goes. They kept digging into my hand, into my fingers and stuff. So, but it was fine, you know. Just not something to complain about. It's just crazy, the detail in the mold. But there's these little spikes all over him. On the shoulders, it looks so cool. It looks so cool. And look at that face sculpt. And again, with the cool looking dreads. Even the dreads are more spiky and prickly, and just a beast of a figure. It's incredible what they did with this one. And again, you know, he's more naked looking, I guess, with just kind of this one garment on, but still that thigh piece is a flap. The butt is a flap. He has gauntlets for his accessories. Unlike the other Predator figure, he only has one big gauntlet sword piece, because it only goes on one side, and it's a lot bigger here. You can see the size difference. So other Predator has 4 of these, 2 for each gauntlet. This Predator only has one huge one, which is pretty cool, I think. Pretty cool design. And then he comes with 2 open hands. Again, really great detailing, I think, all throughout the figure. Great paint. Huge hands. Just huge. He has this it's kind of like the shoulder gun, but except it goes and it places right on the gauntlet there. I don't want to knock him over, but it clips in right there pretty nicely, pretty easy. No trouble there, and it's kind of articulated a little bit. And this is just to cover up that hole if you don't want to put that gun in the gauntlet. So this just kind of plops in there and covers it up. And lastly, you have another head sculpt, and this is even, I don't know if it's scarier looking, but man, this is insane. Look at those jaws. Like my whole thumb fits in there. It's crazy. This is insane looking. Just great pictures you could take with these figures. That's all I'm thinking about right now, is just the potential action figure photography that you could do with this. But yeah, this figure's it's cool, man. I like it a lot. Like I said, I didn't pick up the other one, so this was I was perfectly okay with this repaint, re-release. And this one I think was about $60, I believe. So, you know, once again, not bad for the price range. So much detail, so much coolness. As a Predator fan, I geek out when I see these types of figures. It's just so cool. I'm a huge Predator fan. Like I said, it wasn't that big on the movie, but I like the design of the figures. Didn't like the plot, but these Predators just look so cool on that whole movie. So I have a lot to be happy about with these two. As a collector, I like them. The boxes were cool. I don't know how you would have them displayed. I like to take my stuff, cut them out of the boxes. And these two are gonna look great together. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I know this is an older figure, so you guys have probably seen that one before. This one is a lot newer. It just came out, like I said. Let me know what you guys think of both of them, how they look together, and more especially what you think of this figure. Do you think it's worth picking it up just for the repaint? The other one was I'll probably put a picture up, and you can see these legs are, whoops, you can see these legs are ratcheted. I don't know if you could hear that. But would you pick this up if you already have the other one? Did you pick it up? I don't know if I would. The other one was like a bluish, grayish color. I think I would probably pick up both, just because I'm a nerd like that. But my wallet wouldn't want me to. But I probably still would. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had so much fun making it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that. I will be posting more of these types of videos with a whole bunch of different figures from different universes. I'm just a huge collector, and I just do all sorts of different types of videos. If this is your first time here, please do consider subscribing. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with both of these figures, but I think at the end of the day, if you have the first armored version of the Ultimate Assassin Predator, I think you're good. But if you really want this extra colorway, you know, by all means, go grab it. It's only like $60 or something like that. Both of these figures are in stock, I believe, at BigBadToyStore.com. Not sponsored by them. That's just where I get most of my figures. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think about these figures, what you think about the video, what you think can be improved on either ends of those fronts. I will see you guys on the next one. I have been Nerd Screen. Have a great one.